19th is the anniversary of the passing of beloved actor Jason David Frank, who is best known for his role as the Green Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So in honor of his memory, I'm going to do what I do best and give you a little video with some fun facts about the incredibly interesting life led by his most popular character. Starting out with the fact that Tommy Oliver has 2 birthdays. The 1993 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toy line came with little bio cards you could cut out from the back of the box that are actually collectible now. The last in the series was the Dragon Zord, and on Tommy's bio card it states that his birthday is October 20th. In 1996, a calendar was released for Power Rangers Zeo, in which Tommy was featured as December. On this bio it states that his birthday is September 20th. While this was a clear oversight, I don't think it has to be a plot hole, because Tommy Oliver is adopted, and I headcanon one of these is his birthday and the other one is his gotcha day. In 1993, Tommy Oliver moved to Angel Grove and competed against Jason in a karate competition. He took an immediate shine to the Pink Ranger Kimberly, but later that day, evil struck when Rita cast a spell on Tommy, making him the first ever evil Power Ranger. And for 5 episodes, he held the Power Rangers in a grip of terror. I mean, I did not even know that that was a door. After the Power Rangers freed Tommy from Rita's evil spell, he joined their team and made lifelong friends. Tommy and Kimberly became a couple, and in fact, in the 30-year history of Power Rangers, are the only couple to have ever shared an on-screen lip-to-lip kiss. They do it 2.5 times. Tommy and the Green Powers were not meant to be, and with the use of a magical candle, Rito Repulsa took his powers forever. But I mean, like, not forever, because then he came back as the White Ranger and the new leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. This was another one for the record books because it made him the first Power Ranger to ever be more than one color. But don't worry, this is Tommy we're talking about. He did not stop at 2. It also made him the first team leader who wasn't a Red Ranger, which wasn't a big deal at the time because it was only the 2nd team leader, but in the 30-year history, it becomes a big deal because it's only happened 3 times. Then Kimberly broke up with Tommy in a letter. A letter! She's as cold as ice. When the Mighty Morphin Rangers got turned into children by Master Vile and had to travel through time to find the Zeo crystals, look, it was Alien Rangers. It got weird. Tommy went on a quest and realized that he had Native heritage. For the record, Jason David Frank did not have any Native American heritage. I feel like it was implied, but Tommy becomes the Zeo Red Ranger, the leader of the team both in title and suit color. Apparently, Pink Rangers are his type because Tommy then went on to date Kat, the Zeo Pink Ranger. In Zeo, Tommy meets his long-lost brother, David Trueheart, who was separated from him when he was adopted by a different family. David Trueheart is played by Jason David Frank's real-life brother, Eric Frank. Tommy graduates high school and goes from Zeo Red to Turbo Red. He then gets a job as a race car driver. How, you ask? Why, you ask? This is Power Rangers. We don't ask those kinds of questions. I don't know what his credentials were. He never mentioned wanting to be a race car driver. They really do not talk about it. And then after Turbo ends, it is never mentioned again. But Tommy Oliver at some point in his life was a professional race car driver. He retires as a Power Ranger and passes on the mantle of Turbo Red to TJ. Tommy leaves Angel Grove to pursue his career as a race car driver, and the next time we see him isn't until 2002 in Forever Red. He is shown reading the paper at Club Bulkmeyer, and Bulk and Skull actually seem to be intimidated by him, which I guess kind of makes sense because at this point in time he's finishing off a doctorate degree and is or was recently working with brilliant billionaire scientist Anton Mercer. A mere 7 years after graduating high school, he has a doctorate in paleontology. He has moved from Angel Grove to Reefside, where he purchased property and built a secret base under his house, by himself, mind you, because he could not have kept it secret if he hired people to help him build it, and is starting his first day as a high school science teacher. This man's resume would be so interesting to read.
Aren't you a little old for this, Tommy?
I may be old, but I can still pull it off.
Dr. O morphs into the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, completing his collection of different colored suits. It is so important to note that during the events of Dino Thunder, Tommy and Kat are still a couple, but she's nowhere to be found. I'm assuming she's somewhere else in the world doing her own thing, because she's an independent woman. I don't know, maybe she got a cool job overseas. Because this is the house Dr. Oliver is shown to live in 2004. And in 2018, he's shown to still be living in Reefside with his wife, Kat, and I just don't see that they would have broken up and gotten back together in between Turbo and Dino Thunder, but I guess it's possible. In his 2018 appearance, he also mentions running a dojo. Like I said, most interesting resume. I totally skipped the part where Tommy Oliver returns in 2014 for the legendary battle, reusing both his white and green powers, which were destroyed last time we saw them, so on all accounts, it really doesn't make any sense.
JJ, I thought I told you not to leave your bike here.
Sorry, Dad.
It's okay, kiddo.
1 minute, I'm helping out at JJ's junior karate camp, and the next, I'm sneaking off to the bathroom to teleport.
Tommy and Kat have a son named JJ. It is unclear whether or not he goes on to become a Power Ranger in the TV show, but in the comic books, his character is much more fleshed out, and he becomes the Green SPD Ranger. In 2023, Tommy is back in green with his Mighty Morphin buddies. He does get kidnapped briefly by Robo-Rita, but he is rescued and goes back to domestic bliss with Catherine. It is unknown when he will eventually have to retire completely from being a ranger, but Tommy Oliver's future is shown in a Christmas episode of Zeo. He and Kat will grow old together and have at least 2 grandchildren, one of whom becomes a teenager with attitude and a Power Ranger in his own right.
Do you guys think you could watch him just a little bit longer? There's something I gotta take care of.
Of course.
We wouldn't mind at all.
Thanks.
I would like to end this by saying you matter, and if you're struggling, please reach out to a friend or a family member. You can also always call or text 988 to reach the suicide hotline, or you can text home to 741-741 for crisis intervention. JDF, wherever you are, may the power protect you.